Chris picks up extra shit in his campaign.
Resident Evil.
And we get to play on very easy. Which means I get to do the whole run looking like that. Good night, Panda. And now I'm doing a whole run with an Eevee on my head. This will not be awkward at all. It replaces the knife, I see. Night, Dangerous Alex. Thanks for dropping in. Marbles ends, people go to bed. I know, right? There's no appreciation for the art in this fucking chat. Game is not marbles, I go to bed. Well, fuck you too. I'm a speedrun streamer. I only stream marbles content because sometimes I'm too lazy to do speedruns. Oh yeah, the menu's different because I don't have the handgun. No, game, what the fuck? He do in fact slide. Slide that low when I say so. Still gotta faff around with this. Rude. Chris. Chris, you are not doing a fine job right now. Having to sit with my neck being, like, incredibly still so as not to jog the Eevee too much is a thing. I have almighty posture. Rip that guy. I always want to offer people eggs. Trying times or no, just eggs, you know? What are you, a banana apologist? I have to scratch my head. An Eevee is sitting on it. That dodge, honestly, was quite weird and janky, but it totally worked, so it's all good. You can also throw rotten ones at Mangini for an instant kill, or sell golden ones for 30,000 pesos a pop. Or whatever the fuck they're worth in that game. It's the Naira, isn't it? It's not even pesos. It's always pesos in my brain, because they never actually say the name of the currency. What a fucking awkward location for that bitch to stand in. I don't need the other grenade. No, not at all. You need no such thing in the run. Because we take a grenade to kill the Crimson Elder with it quickly, but in this run I have a rocket launcher. The rocket launcher has a way of dealing with such problems. I'm glad you think it's cute, and I'm glad you appreciate it, because it's really hard to fucking keep it there. Who redeemed this? I'm not making a sucking Eevee emote. I'm not having Pokemon emotes in my channel. I'm not doing that. No. He looks like a Tony Hawk Pro Skater character. He kinda is. Con my number. Well done, Captain. No, I will not have Pokemon emotes. I dislike it on general principle. And you know what I'm like about general principle. He looks like an SS tricky unlock. This is fucking Eddie's alt. Tama is not a kind of Pokemon. As you can quite clearly see, Tama is a cat. I think I got memed. That was my panic response to him fucking turning around, because I was like, he's going to do a second grab. So instead of that, I'm going to kill him. I don't think he actually did it, though. Anyway, I don't know. This is just the outfit you unlock for Chris when you complete the game with him for the first time. I think he has a second outfit. I'm not sure what it is, though. I don't remember. I love that undodgeable fucking passive zombie AI. Even in New Game Plus, that shit is still a complete bullshit. Pick up the musical score. No, Chris. Why did you do that? There's no cutscene there. I always think there's a cutscene there. There isn't. BSSA costume is unlocked by default. At least it is in the remastered version. I don't think it is in the original GameCube. I don't think it's even in the original GameCube version, like, at all, because it comes from... yeah, it's Code Veronica outfit, that's it. This fucking guy did it twice. What a prick. I know some of those costumes are unique to, like, re-releases of this game, because the Resident Evil 5 one definitely didn't exist on the original GameCube version, because it cannot have done. Because, you know, RE5 didn't fucking exist at the time. I just don't know which order it comes in and on what version. The bong of the clock was not in sync with the tick-tock. The game suck. When the bong of the dong and the tick of the tock are not in sync, the game suck. Yeah, his shirt says Made in Heaven on it. Like Claire's does. Well, not well. Claire's says Let Me Die, I think. Alright, there's no zombie here. I'm very easy. It's got something similar to the one that Claire has on it in Code Veronica. I think it's exactly the same image, though. Reminds me, I want to buy a Japanese Dreamcast copy of Code Veronica just for the fucking box art. Such good box art. Even though I have no intention of playing through Code Veronica again. Owned, loser. If I play this enough, will I eventually learn to read Chinese? Gotta scratch my neck. What the fuck? No, I'm bad. Passive zombie AI. Oh, dude, because I have the rocket launcher, it's strategically convenient to knock Lisa off the edge. Because it skips the cutscene, so that's actually quicker. Hell yeah. What fun. No, I kind of like narratively how Lisa cannot be killed, only distracted. Like, you don't even really kill her during the fight, you open up a grave and she, like, jumps off. That's not how that works. It's implied that she, like, you know, obviously she dies in the fact the fucking mansion explodes, but... Is she really dead when you knock her off like that? I almost think she's underutilized. Could have stood to almost be like this game's sort of nemesis character. That grab went through a fucking tree. You should be ashamed of yourself. Oh yeah, there is a part of that. I haven't played Umbrella Chronicles in like a hot minute. Dude, guys, I should like buy a PlayStation Move and the PS3 port of that game and just play it through again. I don't know why that version specifically. I could just set up my Wii again if I wanted. My objection is mostly based on the fact that I hate the Wii. Such a fiddly little shit of a fucking console. I knew that was too far, because I am dumb. But like, there's both Chronicles games in the Resident Evil series on the PS3 now, and you can play the PlayStation Move. You can also play House of the Dead 4 and 3 like that. And I do like those sorts of games. And PlayStation Moves cost like nothing nowadays, because no one likes them. That's the thing about peripherals like that, is you gotta get in when the getting is good, and the getting is somewhat good now. Reminds me I should pick up a Kinect at some point, because they're cheap now. And I want one for Dan Evo. Now that'd be a fucking self-indulgent rhythm game stream. I wonder what the strategy would be on Black Tiger. Don't need the shotgun shells, because I'm not picking up the fucking shotgun. Are there many Rhythm Connect games? There are at least 3 major ones. There's Dance Evolution, or Dance Masters, depending on what region you're from, which is Konami's dance game that would later be turned into a much better arcade version. So the version of that is playable, and it even has the same charts as the arcade, mostly. But it has a severely stripped down song list, which sort of bugs me, but it's probably fine for more casual play. Given the game runs like $5, it's no big deal. There's Dance Central, which was Harmonix's attempt at a dance-based Connect game. That game's actually pretty fucking good. Has a more contemporary sort of Western track list, as Harmonix games are generally wont to do. But I think it does a much better job of communicating, like, the chart ahead than Dan Evo does, where it's basically just, like, memorize the whole fucking routine, bitch. Lol. But the routines also aren't as complex, so it sort of limits itself in that way. Still pretty good, though. And then you have Just Dance by Ubisoft, which is a fucking sad sack genre of dance game, and it depresses me immensely that of the many, like, motion-based dance games, somehow the worst one is the only one that, like, survived. It's inaccurate, it's imprecise, it's fucking visually ugly, and the routines aren't very good. That's what bugs me the most about Just Dance, is that Just Dance routines aren't good. They're quite awkward and, like, don't look very good. Even the dancer on screen is just sort of flailing. Like, that's not... What are you doing? It's not smooth at all. Like, these aren't moves. This is, like, school disco tier. Like, I want... What the fuck? Just Dance sucks, dude. I mean, like, Dan Evo has para routines, and they look ridiculous, but it's still a routine. I cannot imagine the music they license for Just Dance is cheap. Like, technologically, those games have been built on the same engine since, like, 2012, so I imagine that's, like, pretty simple, but... They license, like, the big music all the time. Ow, dude. I do not play Osu, no. I did play Osu, but, like, I haven't played Osu in years.
Emergency. Unknown source of pressure detected. Locking all doors to achieve maximum safety. Reaching 30% of pressure threshold.
I think they are still releasing Just Dance on the Wii, yeah. Apparently it still does well enough for them, so there you go. But still, as far as, like, the actual... The oil valve can be any one of the three. Haha, do not need shotgun. It's weird how the shotgun is just lying there in Chris's campaign. Thanks, game. Something like that, you know. that one bee is very uppity. The bees are dead. They're also randomly taking too long to die. Fuck you. Oh, I forgot there's just a random red herb here on easy difficulty, so that sucks. I mashed to be like, I'll pick up the key. Forgot about the fucking herb in the way. Herb that I don't want. Sucks. No, how about you listen to buttons? As per the norm, I don't know how to fucking hit this guy from ground level. This is a consistent annoyance with this fight. Is that the rocket launcher doesn't fucking hit from ground level. There has to be a position you can stand in where that works. I just don't know where it is. Anyway, that saves a huge amount of time with Chris, because that fight otherwise takes fucking ages. But it could be even faster if I knew how to find the ground position instead of wasting time going up. I have to actually look at a New Game Plus run to find that spot. The rocket launcher has infinite ammo, yes. It's New Game Plus, man. Welcome to the bullshit hours. We out here playing that New Game Plus. I'm off. Is there a limit on plushie cams? I mean, one's currently active. Trazo, congratulations on achieving ha 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 con my number. Unfortunate. I might want to put a limit on plushie cams, because I mean, if someone redeems another one, I'd have to put I'd put this away. I am now arbitrarily declaring that they supersede each other, unless two of them basically go off simultaneously. Then I might humor it, but I will not attempt to stack multiple plushies on top of my head. That would get annoying. Keeping this on my head is already kind of difficult. Hey, thanks for the host. Bot Fexor, I think. That somehow sounds dirty, but isn't. I don't have sellotape lying around. Who just has sellotape lying around? Come on. You motherfucker. Unreal. Did that actually poison me, or did I just take damage? That actually poisoned me. What a bastard. That doesn't happen on, like, actual runs. That's such fucking bullshit. Aw, oh, come on, game. Nice magnet hands. Fuck, dude. What a shit basement. Well, I don't have sellotape, so no. I don't have a Totodile plushie, no. Fuck, that's such a bad basement. I got poisoned. What the fuck is that shit? Why are there magnum bullets here? Thanks, fat guy, for getting in the fucking way. You can't send me one, no. The P.O. box just... The problem with the P.O. box is just that the mail service in this country is incredibly poor, ever since it was privatized. So, they don't actually do a very good job of delivering parcels to you. So it would be a waste of your time. It costs a lot of money for a service I was not very happy with, so I killed it. How's my inventory like? How's my inventory full? How is my inventory full? Have I not boxed something I should have? Because I don't even have ammo. See, I want more plushies, but not necessarily specifically Pokemon plushies. Other than a Cinderace one, that's kind of the only one I'm really jonesing for at the moment. How plushies do I want then? I don't know. I kind of want one of those Cacodemon plushies, but they cost a lot of money. Those plushies are like 20 bucks, but they also want 20 bucks shipping. Get a Nico plushie. I have one. It's just off camera. It's like very slightly to the left of Lucario back there. He's also fucking huge. I don't know how I'd like balance that one very well. Yep, just to the left of Lucario. Lucario being the only one who's like not quite in frame. Although that being said, a majority of my plushies are also blocked by my head. There's an Isabel one up there. And at least 2 flavors of Freedom Planet plushies. Only 2, though, because they only made 2. There's a lilac one that I actually honestly don't like very much because I think the design is weird and ugly. And there's a Mila one which I think is really, really good, but is also of a design that isn't actually in the game. Because it comes from the weird sort of concept stage. So all in all, still looking for the right plushes. There's also a Mr. Mew from The World Ends With You up there. It's hard to make that one out because his silhouette is so indistinct, but it's definitely up there. It's like just behind the lilac trophy, I think. Oh my god, what the fuck? It's bread. I should get an aubergine, I think. That's not really tactically advisable, but I did it anyway. Jesus. Jesus, take the puzzle-solving wheel. In theory, the ideal solution would be to not kill the spider and to run over and immediately do the thing. Do you know what I don't give a fuck about? The ideal solution. Technically very slightly slower due to the intrinsic menuing involved. Also, I'm one menu slot too many somehow. How is that possible? How am I one menu slot up at this point? Oh, it's the healing item. That's why. Because I didn't dump the book. I dumped one book. You just realized it's your birthday? What? How does one just realize that it's their birthday? $57.37 is actually my PB without the rocket launcher. Adagio. I just copied my new game splits over wholesale because I'm running... No, I got spun! It's weird that I have a full-ass inventory. Means I have to expend this to gain that. Guess I should have dumped the book.
Happy birthday, IE.
Happy birthday, ethicist. I hope that counts. Just about. I need to readjust. Evie somehow still staying on my head, despite everything. Hi, caveman. I'm balancing a plushie on my head while doing a speed run. This is where my life has gotten me to. Whoa! What the fuck? That's not how hitboxes work. Shameful. That was so active you could have driven a truck through that. More specifically, it's one of the, like, the dumb channel point things. People kept asking about the plushies on the shelf. Like, yeah, point in the direction of the plushies. This is why I should just get a green screen, that way no one can see anything behind me. Retsuko has such a large fucking head, though, that, like, I really struggle to find a decent place for her on cam while playing a game at the same time. Like, Evie, bafflingly, I seem to be able to balance on my head pretty well. It's actually kind of remarkable how well this works. It's only because it's a quadruped. This would not work with any... I think this is the only plushie I own that this works with. Fuck, dude. The door does not unlock immediately when you use the flamethrower to open it. It has to lower the hooks first, and then the door opens. You have to actually time it. My normal method otherwise for keeping plushies on cam while doing the speedruns is just to tuck them into my shirt. But Retsuko's head is so fucking big that doesn't work. It probably also wouldn't work with my ugly lilac plush. And I'm trying to get a hold of a Cacodemon plush. Like, they make those, and they're not even that expensive, but I keep getting owned by American shipping and being like, no, I don't want to pay $30 fucking to ship a $20 plushie to me, thank you very much. No, speaking of Eevee, the character, the Pokemon, the Eevee, it's voiced now in the Pokemon games. Like, it has a voice actor now. Like Pikachu does. So it's like, when I was playing Sword and Shield, there were 2 Pokemon that clearly had voice actors, and the rest just had, like, noises. It's Eevee and Pikachu, and I found it really distracting. When, like, half the Pokemon in the game make noises that sound like SFX in a blender. And then you have... Fuck me, that's not how menuing works. Nice. Honorable Punk. Nice. See, being a streamer is easy sometimes. You just snap your fingers and say nice at people.
Disagree.
Where did I put the book?
Nice.
Hey, Angel, thanks for the 10 months. Chance! Bye. I assure you that was worth it. It's faster because I don't get the cutscene if you knock Lisa off the edge. I can just leave. It's a pretty long cutscene, too. Lisa being literally the only thing in the entire game that does not just straight die to one rocket launcher. She doesn't even die to anything. She just falls off. She's not dead. We just, like, wrung out. Playing that fucking Soul Calibur. I took the risk, and it paid off. Mood. That guy has to die because he's in an inconvenient location. That's not an A. Oh yeah, no zombie here. Mood. That guy's always a mood. No zombie here either. He doesn't count. Is he dead? I'm pretty sure he's dead. Okay, yes. He wasn't, like, doing the melting thing immediately, and I was like, did he actually die from that? Ugh. Ugh. It weirds me that there's still a zombie in this room, but its position changes based on the difficulty. They're chimeras. They're chimeras. They're chimerays. Chimeras. Chimera? So, I don't know how the word chimera is pronounced. I think it's chimera, but I'm not totally clear on that. And resolve your differences. That's not even that much different to how Jill does it. Can you stop running into a wall, maybe? Chimera. We... Do I look like fucking Mary Poppins? The pronunciation guide that no one ever uses because no one can read it. This is only going to be a hair slower than my Jill New Game Plus run. My Jill New Game Plus is a 55-35. This is a 55-45.
Chris, you did a fine job.
What the fuck is this complete screen? Okay.